latency just means like how long after we do something does it take for other people to be able to see it. Yeah. So low would be like immediate in theory, but in this case it's not. Oh. It's not doing it. Okay. Well, I'm hoping everybody can see us all right here. Yeah, there's less latency on this part here.
Would you mind pulling up a normal YouTube so that we can see it full screen?
Well, if we see it full screen, we won't be able to see the comments.
Yeah, we will. I don't mean full screen.
Well, also that's probably going to be really behind. Are you wanting to see us full screen? Is that what you wanted?
It's fine. I'll follow the chat comments over here. Oh, no sound.
I have a microphone hooked up. I don't know if it's how well it's doing here.
Oh, I've got sound.
Well, there we go. Let me see what I can do about the...
Turn your volume up.
Oh. I have a microphone hooked up. How well it's doing here. I'm trying bringing in another microphone. This might mess it up. See if that
now
helps,
there's a buzz.
Yes, I hear that. Let me see what I can do about the...
Turn your volume up. Okay.
I'm trying bringing in another microphone. How's that sound, guys? Can you hear us okay? It's not too echoey or anything?
I've shut mine off so that it won't do that.
Yeah.
Also, my face is real white.
Hang on, I can fix that. That better?
Oh, now it's dark.
Hold on.
Oh, too white. Too white. Way too white. It's like the hot and cold game. Oh, there you go. Okay.
That good?
Sure. I didn't realize before, it's been a while since we've done this, that we sat so close.
We didn't. I've been trying to get this right here. Alright, let me turn on the over-S light here. Just for a little extra.
I know, like, this live menu looks different than it did before.
Well, because I'm not actually using YouTube to do the stream section. I'm using another program and then feeding it into YouTube.
Oh, I wonder if that's why there is a lag.
Well, that's probably part of it, yeah. Bounce the light off the ceiling. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know if I can actually turn... They're mounted to the wall. Let me see what I can do here. Without breaking my mind.
Alright, that's a little bit better.
How's that? Doing my best here, guys. Doing my best.
I think we're going to have to go back to the phone. It's got a wider lens.
Yeah, I mean, I can push that back some, but...
I think it's as far as it goes, unless you set it on your monitor stand.
We could try. Just moving back some.
All right.
How's that?
Are we safe sitting close together? I guess the question would be, is Lucas safe if we're
Um,
sitting this close together?
I'm never safe anywhere in this house.
And if you're losing your diaper.
Never safe. Can you guys still hear us okay? Like, you can definitely see the microphone is shut. Hang on.
If you need me to talk loud, you just say it.
You don't need to say it. She'll do it anyway.
I teacher talk all the time.
All right. How is everybody this evening? Everybody's stuck in their homes.
Welcome to the Quaran-Stream.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty clever, and then immediately I was like, oh, it kind of sounds like I'm saying like it's a Quran-Stream. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be a Muslim stream. It's not. It's just...
Yeah. Should have not put the hyphen there.
I'll change it after we get done with it.
People are going to be coming in for some like wisdom from the Quran. Sadly disappointed.
Yeah, you're going to be sadly disappointed. That's not what we're about. All right.
So you'll have to give us a second when you type something because there's a bit of a lag. So just so you know. So we'll go through and see who's here. First of all, I see a sandwich is here, and I like sandwiches. So do we have a Mountain Dew, a Pepsi? Anybody?
I have a Dr. Pepper.
I have a Gatorade. It's not the same.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. That's why anytime somebody says Gatorade, it makes me think of the Water Boy. Well, good evening, folks. It's good to see you all here. Like I was saying in my little post earlier, if you caught it, I was gonna do another video of something, but I haven't been really able to prepare or do anything much because we've just been kind of stuck in here, you know, and baby duty, you know. So yeah, we thought we might do the live stream, just hang out with you guys, answer some questions, talk a little bit. Dr. Pepper's a sandwich's favorite drink. It's good to know.
It's a good drink. I just realized that I'm the only one in... This is why we're not fitting in the... You usually sit in a little chair like me, and you're sitting in that big chair.
Yeah, do over something. Is that better?
No, because now we have to listen to your chair pop.
Why? I can't help that. It's an old...
That's why we got these little bitty teeny tiny chairs that I'm sitting in.
It's an old crappy chair.
Tea bags do help with the water. Immensely.
I have no problem drinking water. She does. She doesn't really like it.
Water tastes disgusting. Don't argue with me on that. Everybody says, water doesn't taste like anything. Yes, it does. Water has a flavor.
Just don't argue with her in general.
Yeah. It's a waste of time. It's a long, winding road.
Shut this up here. Okay.
What are you doing?
So let's go through and maybe...
Yeah, I think all those comments were just about light and sound.
Yeah. Jeff, it is...
Is it such a nice chair?
It probably was a nice chair. But my youngest brother, who is, gosh, I guess 21 now, that blows my mind. He got a new gaming chair because he's like a hardcore PC gamer, so he got a new one. He was like, hey, you want this old chair? And compared to the chair I had, which the arms had fallen off, this was an upgrade. But I probably should invest in an actual chair that does, because this one like makes all these noises, you know? It's really annoying. Especially at night. Like, everybody else is trying to sleep, and I'm here, like, answering comments or typing stuff or something. It's crack.
Oh, well, and he types. It's like that Kermit the Frog gif that's like, you know, that's the way it sounds in here. It's just like
I use
typing a storm.
I use those good old mechanical keyboards.
I have an iMac, so my keyboard's like small and like very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you? Yes, I know. You're embarrassed. She's embarrassed because everyone has seen her in her diaper. But she won't potty train. So.
Yeah, we've had the hardest time potty training her. So this is what the lockdown will look like. Is the pup essential personnel? Yeah, she's
Essential.
She's essential.
She's an essential pain in the butt.
Definitely a little bit of pain in the butt. Yeah, the lockdown's been. It's not really a lockdown, I guess. Not at least not where we are.
Yeah. Here it's just advised you stay in if you can stay in.
We live in like pretty rural North Carolina, so I mean.
It's really not hard to quarantine here. I mean.
It sort of naturally happens as long as you don't go to like a restaurant or something.
Which, they're closed except for like curbside or takeout.
Yeah, all the restaurants in our town have gone to where they're just, you can only get carry out.
So pretty much just when you go to Food Line or Walmart to look at empty shelves.
Yeah. Yes, that's always fun.
Yeah.
I went the day before yesterday or something like that to get some coffee creamer, and I was able to get some coffee creamer, but like no eggs, no milk, no bread, toilet paper.
Well, like we needed mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup because our refrigerator died, as we're going into this quarantine. So wonderful time for that to happen. And so our condiments were all spoiled, but the condiments aisle was empty.
Cleaned out.
So.
Cleaned out.
Good times. Couldn't even make a sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Can't have a sandwich without mayonnaise and mustard.
You can't. You at least have to have mayonnaise on a sandwich. And not Miracle Whip. That's disgusting.
I like Miracle Whip. I don't know her problem with Miracle Whip as well. Smithfield area. No, we're like up kind of in the more like Winston-Salem-y type area. Like northwestern North Carolina, I guess. Thank you, James.
Thanks, James.
Appreciate that. How's the toilet paper crisis in NC?
Oh, it is a crisis. We were lucky because like 2 weeks before all of this stuff started going down, his grandmother went to Costco and was just like, hey, do you guys need anything? And whenever she goes there, we always say toilet paper, paper towels because,
Possibly some laundry detergent.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So we had just bought a big bulk pack of toilet paper. So we still have a couple packs of that left.
Mm-hmm.
Although, if this is going to extend, one of us is going to have to put on our fight clothes and go into Walmart in the morning and try to find some toilet paper. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got enough toilet paper for another few weeks, like a couple weeks.
I'd say a couple weeks.
Yeah, probably a couple weeks.
But after that, it's going to get dicey. And then I feel like, with the way everybody's buying it, I feel like the next time we see some, then we need to go ahead and buy it because what if when we run out 2 weeks, it's not there?
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing that's happening is everyone's like, well, now that somebody else bought it, I got to buy it too because there might not be. Yeah, so like it's like a...
Like people have caused the problem, the shortages, because everybody's buying everything. Like if we'd all just continued buying stuff like normal people, I don't think it would have happened, but too late now.
Yeah, I don't know. I get it. I mean, like, people get panicky about stuff. I do think toilet paper is a weird one. I would have understood, like, water, like bottled water or something.
Or like baby diapers and formula, because those are must-haves. But
non-perishable canned items.
Yeah.
But like toilet paper?
Well, and milk and eggs, both definitely perishable.
That's the thing for me is like milk and eggs instead of like perishable stuff. I'm like, why are you buying 6 gallons of milk? What are you gonna do with 6 gallons of milk? You gonna use all that before it goes bad?
Yeah. And so I feel bad for the families who are naturally large families and have like.
Yeah, they actually need that.
They have children, so they need 3 gallons of milk because they have 5 kids or whatever. And now here they put limits. Like you can only buy 1 gallon of milk.
Yeah, I think 1 gallon.
And you can only buy 1 carton of eggs, which last night when I went, there were no cartons of eggs. So.
Yeah, the last few times I've had to go to like Walmart or something like that, there's been no eggs. So that's fine.
Yeah. So, but don't worry, we have some ramen noodles.
Yeah, we're stocked up on ramen and some other frozen items.
We did manage to snag some bread, some peanut butter.
Better let Oliver in. Our dogs are very needy.
Here, if you're going to sit with me, you're going to have to take your lampshade off.
Oh, maybe. You're a chunker.
Oh.
Pearl's gonna be mad.
Oh, I
Sitting there by
know.
herself. I hope everything's going all right. For all you guys all over in different places,
Corona!
I'm gonna get demonetized because you said the word.
Yes, Jesse, I also am a cereal eater. It's like my go-to late night snack. And so I had like 3 boxes of cereal bought up. And then when our refrigerator died, the milk, I don't know, it just seemed suspicious. So we had to throw it out. So then we had to go find some more.
I actually think it was fine, but you know.
Once it's up here, can't do it.
Toilet paper acquisition center. Yeah, that seems to be going on right now for sure. It's nuts. People be tripping.
Well, I did see some pictures where people were roadside selling toilet paper because they, right when it happened, had bought lots of it. Now they're selling it, which should be illegal, right? I mean,
Yeah, that does seem pretty messed up.
oh, now apparently the thing to do is to buy a bidet.
I'm not cultured enough.
You uncultured swine.
Hey, I'm Picasso. Gotta get newspaper.
Well, I did hear that in some places they're printing some blank pages of newspaper, going in your newspaper for you. Just in case. I've seen some memes going around of some corn cobs hanging around near the toilet, just ready. I don't know if that joke goes over everywhere, but definitely in the South, like that's an old timers
That's an old one.
thing.
Like the you only need 1 sheet of toilet paper because you just take the 1 sheet and you put it over your finger like this, and then you do what you gotta do, and then you just. That's the one my stepdad used to tell me. You only need one sheet of toilet paper. You go camping, because you'll be fine. What's your favorite guitar at the moment? Hey, good transition. I was hoping we could answer some questions because I've been getting a whole lot of comments about different things, and I'd like to answer some of them if I can. It pretty much is my TGT, like with my pickups in it, like my signature pickups in it. Because every time we go to band practice, like I'll always take that guitar, and then I'll take another guitar of the day, whatever, like to try something else out, and I always end up playing that one the whole practice. Like I'll get the other one out and I'll try it and I'll play like a song or something. I'm just like, nope, back to the DGT. So I think it's as much the pickups as anything, but I don't know. Everything else just doesn't sound quite as good. The Vela sounds really good, so I've been digging that, and I really like playing the Eastmans, but I kind of have gotten so dialed into the sound of those pickups that like now I want to put those pickups in the Eastman guitars. You know, so hope that answers the question.
Yeah, I just spaced out during all of that, so.
Saw your Greco post last night. I found a nice quilted EG480 Superpower in Sunburst. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know as much about some of the all of the different models of EGs and stuff as like maybe like Rob Hansen does or something, or the guys in the Greco forums. Generally, I try to not get anything like below a 600 because if I'm not mistaken, the 600 starting in like maybe 78 or something is going to be a solid top. Like late 78, I think is when it started, because I had a 78 3 pickup 600 and it was like a hollow guitar, like it had a plywood top on it, which sounded fine. I just like didn't feel as solid to me. So yeah, I usually go for like a 600, 700, 800, one of those. Like that's an 800 and that is a 700. I know it's reversed.
I know, yeah, like the mirroring is throwing me off.
But yeah, I mean, they're super cool guitars. Like my only issue with them is because of the time that they were made. They have like really low frets on them because that was like what was popular with Gibsons at the time, was the really like almost fretless wonder low frets. And I use big strings, and so I need big frets. So I'm probably going to have to refret those guitars at some point if I want to really play them. I ordered a Romeo because you convinced me it was awesome. Dude, it is awesome. The Romeo is awesome. Like, it's sitting here in my rack, and like, because they, Eastman originally said, you know, hey, we've got like kind of a limited supply of these, so we're going to send it to you to do a demo, and then just send it back to us. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. So they sent it to me, loved it, did the demo and everything, and I've a couple of times been like, hey, do you guys want me to send this back now? Where should I send it? What's the address? Send me a shipping label or whatever. But they haven't, so I don't know. Maybe I'm going to get to keep it. I don't know, but I don't really want to like play it if I'm not going to get to keep it, because one, I'll get attached, and two, like I might put a scratch on it or something.
Well, it's like being given a kitten and you don't want to get attached.
Yeah. So it's just sitting in my rack. But man, it is awesome. Like, it's such a cool guitar. I've been playing the other Eastman a lot too, the T59. That's a great sounding guitar too. Killer. Plays beautifully. Oh, hey, there's a question for you. Hey, Heather, how did y'all meet?
How did y'all meet? Well, we went to middle school and high school together. But there was zero interest in middle school and high school.
I just don't think you knew me.
I didn't. I mean, like, we weren't, like, in our middle school, you were on, like, teams.
Mm-hmm.
And we were never on
Yeah, we were
the
never
same
in the same
team.
team.
So we were never really in the same classes in middle school. High school, we did have some classes together. A few English classes, history classes, where I threw a marker at his neck.
I think we had Earth and Environmental Science together too.
Oh, we did, because we built a solar cooker together because I had been out with the flu, and I don't know about you.
I think I'd just been out for something else.
And so everybody else had already partnered up, so we were like forced to be partners. So I do have an old school newspaper where he and I were on the front building a solar cooker, a hot dog cooker together.
It's like I had like a girlfriend in high school.
Yeah.
And
I dated nobody in high school or middle school or any time, ever. Just him. There you go. So anyway, when we were off at college, he slid into my DMs.
I did. I was like, hey.
Actually, it was Facebook Messenger, but
I slid into her Facebook Messenger.
there you
And then
go.
we started talking on AIM.
Yeah.
Back when that was.
AOL Instant Messenger, baby.
Yeah, I know. Some people were just like, what's AIM?
Yeah. So anyway, then we dated long distance all during college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just basically come home and see each other on the weekends because she lived, pretty close to me.
Yeah, we grew up in the same hometown area.
Trying to get through these questions here. Let's see. Peter says, what's coming up in the next couple of weeks for the channel? Well, assuming the apocalypse doesn't happen.
Cabin fever.
Yeah, or cabin fever. Heather doesn't like kill me in my sleep or something. I've got a few different things. I've got a new set of Planet Tone pickups that Jose was nice enough to send me to show you guys. It's a Strat set, 1954 original Strat set that I put in my bootlegger guitar, which is really cool. So those, I've still got some pedals I'm going to get through. I've been like really bad about that. I've got this, actually, you want to hold Andy for a second?
Sure.
Excuse me. I've got this thing, which is really cool. This is the Close travel guitar.
I like this.
Shit. There you go. Trying to get it in there. There you go. It's very small. Like
It's a petite.
it's
like,
it's about the size of like her ukulele.
Where is my ukulele?
It's in the closet.
You put my baby in the closet? Nobody puts baby in the
I was gonna
closet.
say nobody puts
I was
baby
gonna
in the
say,
corner.
well, hold up my mandolin for size check then. So you can kind of tell the size. But it looks almost the same size as my uke that I have.
So there you go. That's a mandolin. That's just a standard F style mandolin, and that's the Close guitar.
Yeah, it definitely has the longer neck, but body size is not that different.
Yeah, it's not much bigger.
Which I like because I'm a small person, and if I wanted to take that to church, it'd be a whole lot easier to carry around and travel with.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's made. This one is one of their new kind of prototypes that is made completely of carbon fiber. So even the neck is made of carbon fiber, which is awesome. It's very cool. So they sent this to me to do like some video and demo and stuff of. I hope that's not like breaking up the camera mic because it's kind of loud. She hates it when I play guitar.
Especially if you do high notes.
She can't handle it.
You're okay. I know. You just want to sing, but you're like Lucy and Ricky. It's not good.
Something like that.
Please let me be in the show.
Let's see. Have you checked out any Paletti guitars? I have not. I'll Google it real quick.
Well, I'm going to get the natives settled while you do that.
Oh, I think somebody, it may have been you, pointed this out to me before. I think these are Italian guitars, right? Italian company. Yeah, that's really cool. I'll leave that tab open. I'll go check those out a little bit after we get done with it. I'll stream. Music Man 320. Since you know so much about guitars, do you do any buying, selling for profit like Trogley? He focuses a lot on Gibson. Yeah, sorry about the dog. She's really bad about that. It's just as painful in here. Very yelpy. Music Man, to answer your question, I used to kind of do that for a living, sort of, because I worked for a music store and I was kind of like, sort of like the head of sales, I guess. So I used to buy guitars all the time for the music store and sell them and stuff like that. And I don't really do it for myself. I could, I guess. Just, if I'm being honest, people are really nitpicky a lot of times about guitars. If you're not, like when you're Trogley, who's awesome, by the way, he's a super cool guy. He has kind of like a following of people that are really like his fans, kind of because of what he does, and which is cool, by the way. I love Trogley's channel. But his thing is, so it's easier for him, I think, to sell guitars and have people not be so nitpicky. Because a lot of times what will happen is people will, and I had this experience for years working in the music store, people will be so nitpicky about the dumbest things. You're like, well, you shipped me this guitar and it was not completely tuned down. I'm like, well, the manufacturer told us not to do that in shipping or it would void the warranty. Well, I asked you to tune it down though. I'm like, oh, well, so do you want the warranty or do you not want it? Yeah. So that's one of the main reasons I don't do it, is that people are nitpicky. I do sometimes do some kind of like horse trading around locally, I guess, but that's usually just for my own sort of collection. And then if I get a guitar and I don't bond with it, then I might sell it or trade it or something. But.
Heather, when will we hear you sing again?
Well, we were gonna maybe mess around with doing a song here. We were playing with a Zach Brown song earlier. Hopefully we can do that without Indy barking at us.
I think so. I put her in. But she didn't bark while we were practicing
I don't know. She might. We'll find out.
Yeah, she doesn't like the guitar.
Hey, Dwight. How are you doing, man? Let's see. Pete C says, I want to say thanks. After your glary guitar review, I got their Ibanez bass clone. Best $90 I ever spent. Yeah, I think they're really, like, serviceable stuff as long as you kind of know what you're doing. Like, if you have any basic knowledge of how to set up guitars and stuff like that, you could probably... That first one I got would not have been fixable by someone other than, like, a tech. You know, like, I could have fixed it, you know, but I don't want to spend that much time on it, honestly. Because I would have had to fix it. The neck pocket was all carved out, like, at a really negative angle, so I would have had to, like, fill it and reroute it, and I didn't want to do that for a $60 guitar. But, you know. Jeff Mansfield. Lucas, other than YouTube, what do you do now? Well, I don't she makes the majority of the income for the family. Like she is, I guess you would say, the breadwinner. But I make additional income by YouTube, and I do a lot of tech work where I fix, repair, modify instruments for people. And
sorry, he just walked into my leg.
yeah, he does that. And then some just kind of stuff like that. That's the main thing I do is just YouTube and tech work. And then I got a couple of eggs in some other baskets to some stuff that some companies I'm going to be working with again.
We've also thought about maybe Lucas putting together his own website, perhaps selling some lessons by him. Things that have been mulled over.
I've thought about it. I'm a pretty good guitar player, but I don't consider myself a great teacher.
He is.
I have to work at it for sure. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to try to not do that in a way that's going to infect all of you. And when I say that, I mean just blow the microphone.
Well, if you all have one of these, you'll be fine.
It's like a little.
Just need to get one of these.
It's a little chihuahua inside a martini glass. Hey, Don. How's it going, man? Don's out in California, so he's.
Oh, you are sheltering in place
he's
then.
Literally sheltered in
Oh
place,
yeah. We still don't have to do that yet.
No.
But we are in a much more rural area.
And we're kind of doing it. I mean,
yeah, we're trying our best not to.
We don't go anywhere unless. I went out today to the gas station where I got some gas for our mower, but I didn't go inside the gas station. I just went out there with gloves and put some gas in the tank and came back. But yeah, I try to not. We're trying to not go be around people if we can.
Which doesn't really bother us that much because we don't really go hang out around people anyway. So
we're kind of poor.
We're poor, and we he's a curmudgeon, and I'm an introvert, so we're kind of just living our lives like we always do, except we can't go out to eat and inside a restaurant.
And somebody's gonna be like, "How can you be poor and have all that stuff on the wall?" Because I didn't pay for most of it. Like a lot of it was given to me, or I traded my way to,
That's a lot of trading happens around here.
Trading, okay. Yeah.
Every other day, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to meet somebody." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, not recently.
Well. Yeah.
I'll check that out, Dwight. Dwight posts songs that he does on his Facebook.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Rich says, "Ha ha ha, Chihuahua in a martini glass." Yeah, we were sheltered in place in Chicago too. Whew. Oh man. My sympathies to you guys that have to do the shelter in place thing, because we're already a little stir crazy and we can technically still leave. I mean,
yeah. I hope that it doesn't get to the point here where we have to shelter in place, because I do still like to at least go through the drive-through somewhere. Of course, once we do that, it's sanitize, Lysol.
Yeah, when they hand us back the credit card or something, you're flicking it off.
Yeah, I was going through a drive-through, and she was standing outside taking orders, and she didn't have gloves on, but I had my hand sanitizer with me, and I was like, "Here you go, just sanitize first before I hand you my card and stuff," because, she at least be wearing gloves, right?
Yeah, be careful. They were.
She was a teenager,
They were at Dario when I went. What was that, yesterday? I guess.
Oh, see, this was at Dario, but it was a few days,
Yeah.
It was only a day or two into.
Yesterday, they all had the
quarantine.
Black gloves on.
But yeah.
We've been trying to because the small businesses around here, there's a lot of them, and this is really putting a hurt on them.
Yeah, there's
because
little
people
mom and pop
can't go
places.
Sit in and eat. So we've been trying to do some takeout, every couple of days or something to help out, and also because it's delicious.
That too. Well, and then when our refrigerator went out, we kind of had to because we lost some food. So
we've got a new fridge on the way, but right now we're just rocking the mini fridge.
Yep. It feels like college. We have all of our stuff packed into a little mini fridge.
Yeah, it's really fun.
That was another we had to go to Walmart kind of deal. Buy a sandwich.
Oh, I need to get you. If you want to post a sandwich, if you want to post a link to that channel in the chat, so we can look at it. I'll be happy to check it out. Don says it's definitely a bit scary out here. Like you, I'm fine with staying home since I have guitars. Heyo. Yeah, I know for sure that you only have 2 guitars. Like, I'm positive that is the amount that you have.
I'm sorry, where are we at? I lost the place in the chat.
We are right. That's
okay.
That's where John is. Let's see. Rich says we can go through drive-thrus and carryouts. We just can't go shopping or to bars and clubs. Yeah, our bars and clubs are closed down. Via like gubernatorial order. Is that what you say? Like gubernatorial. Gubernatorial.
I don't know. Just say.
But yeah.
Governor's orders.
Bars and restaurants are all like closed down, and they're like you can't go inside of a restaurant. Bars are closed completely.
And they've closed state parks now too, so because those were still open.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, it just happened like
not that we would have gone
day or the day before.
Anyway,
well, they said they don't have enough cleaning supplies for the sanitation departments to keep the state park restrooms clean because everybody's hoarding like gloves and cleaning and stuff. So like, since they can't keep those sanitized, they're just going to shut the state parks.
Yeah. Tony says, Lucas, I have a riff that seems to find its way into everything I play when jamming. How about you? Yeah,
He has guitar licks that find their way in.
Yeah, kind of. I have a couple of things that are like, I don't know, idiosyncratic to my playing that I kind of end up doing in one way or the other. Like, I do this one thing a lot. It's kind of like a ZZ Top thing. Where I'll do this. Like I'll do that a lot, and so when I'm doing my little licks, like you'll hear that if you listen for it a lot. This little rotating chicken picking thing. So I end up using that a lot.
Maybe while you have that out, we can do that song.
We could. We just.
Also, yes, I'm sure Chuck Norris would just.
I saw that.
We have
before yesterday.
We have definite opinions on why it took West Virginia so long to get the virus.
Is that where Chuck Norris lives now? Is that?
No, I'm just saying I think that the virus was like West Virginia. I ain't going there. Nobody just goes to West Virginia.
It's like why Clint Eastwood is still alive because death is afraid to take him.
I say that, but there's like beautiful landscapes in West Virginia.
It's gorgeous.
Like
Mountain Mama and everything.
There you go.
Science has confirmed alcohol is the solution. Beautiful. I will order some bourbon right away.
Except it won't get here because Amazon's only shipping necessities.
Yeah, I think I heard that. I haven't looked on it. But
it's true.
I think I did hear that.
Which is sad because like the only thing you can do right now is shop from home, but you can't get it.
Is that hopefully not blowing you guys out over there? I might have to turn one of these down. It's still really, I'm sure that's super loud.
Sorry.
Should be a little better.
Yeah. West Virginia jokes are some of the best jokes out there.
Honestly, West Virginia jokes could apply to a lot of southern states.
Oh yeah, pretty much any part of the South, a West Virginia joke pretty much fits.
Like, West Virginia just gets the butt of it for some reason, the same way that like Texas gets all the cowboy jokes, even though there's tons of like ranches and cowboys like all throughout the Midwest.
Yeah.
I don't know why like Texas gets it in particular. Yes, I get the sense Heather wants to sing too, so I thought we might.
Well, we spent like 40 minutes.
Did we spend that much?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I came in here at 8:20. We practiced up until.
Yeah, we were gonna try this Zach Brown song. We'll see what happens.
I'll have to pull up the words.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. So hopefully this. I'm gonna turn the volume back up a little bit. I'm just trying to. I'm looking at my little volume meter thing, and when I hit the guitar, I'm trying to keep it from peeking out too much. Is that not blowing anybody's ears out besides you?
So it's blow mine out.
Yeah, I know. This is a very loud guitar. Even with the holes in it and everything.
Just make it special.
Alright, well, we gotta pull up the words here, because Heather might forget them.
Oh, I definitely will. I will sing the wrong parts in the wrong places. For sure.
How's that, Sean? Is that better? Sounds great. Oops. I dropped my pick. Okay, so we thought we might try this Zach Brown song, if you guys want to hear it. I had to capo it up so Heather could sing her part.
I have to sing tenor. Because Zach Brown...
Daddy sang bass. So.
That's right, Mama did sing tenor.
Twice,
I mean...
Twice.
Are you a guitar player?
I didn't go in the thing with Jim. Just seeing Jim Halpert, like, you know, right behind him. All right. Yeah, you want to try it?
Sure. Okay.
We're gonna give this a whirl. You'll have to scroll down if you want to.
I will definitely scroll for us.
That's as far out as it goes.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
I'll sit back here so to try and not blow the microphone out. Sounds like a phase around the music. I bet that's probably because of the microphone phase issues. And if I move it at all, yeah.
Sure.
We'll give it a try.
Oh, will you start me off, please?
Sure, I'll try again.
It's hard for me to start myself off too. She'd trade Colorado if you take her with him. Closes the door before the winter lets the cold in, and wonders if her love is strong enough to make him stay. She's answered by the taillights shining through the window pane. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're rambling. You ain't ever gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. At a truck stop diner just outside of Lincoln. The night is black as the coffee he was drinking, and in the waitress' eyes he sees the same old light is shining. He thinks of Colorado and the girl he left behind him. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in cold weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're rambling. You ain't ever gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. Born for leaving. Lost and found. You're a lover, I'm a lover. We go round and round. Say I love you, but I need you. I don't want you, but I need you.
You know it's you that calls me back here, baby. I'll see you again, but I'm stuck in cold weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? 'Cause I'm around there. I ain't ever gonna change. I got a gypsy soul to claim, and I was born to leave it. When I close my eyes, I see you. No matter where I am, I can smell your perfume through these whispering pines. I'm with your ghost again. It's a shame about the weather, but I know soon we'll be together. And I can't wait till then. Can't wait till then. Oh, music! I was holding his lighter up.
Percussion provided by Oliver and his cone of
His
shame.
And you're right, real men do use a capo. That's my number one friend with my mandolin. So that way I don't have to learn different chords. I just capo, 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 and play the same chords.
I find capo particularly useful on acoustic guitar because I think acoustic guitar just sounds good with open chords, and you see that just means you can play different keys with open chords. I don't really ever use it with electric guitar unless I absolutely have to. The singer in the band that I've been playing in Whistler, he's super bad about the capo on everything, so I'm always like having to transpose stuff on the fly. You know. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Hopefully that was a little something for you there. We messed with that for a few minutes.
Yeah, sorry, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to sing Well, It's a Winding Road.
Yeah.
No, or the part. I was supposed to sing some part, and then when you got to it, I was like, oh, that's the wrong thing. That's how you just do it on the fly. Hello, Super Jigga what?
Super Jigga what?
And that, of course, just makes me think of Back to the Future, which I hope is what you were going for.
Not necessarily.
Yes,
Sorry about
because
that.
that's the coolest. What?
You said Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah. Stealing that from black people, too.
Yeah, that is funny. So, yeah, I mean, we're just kind of hanging out with you guys. If you have any other questions or anything like that, or if you want me to show you a lick or something, you know, I'll do my best. I'm not playing my hottest right now. Maybe please don't go. Something like that.
I don't even know what that was. But I was impressed.
Baby, please don't go down New Orleans. Know I love you so. Baby, please don't go.
Lord.
I think my favorite version of that song is between Ted Nugent's version from like Double Live Gonzo, and Aerosmith did a version of it a few years back when they were doing their like Honkin' on Bobo record. That's really good too. But a whole bunch of people play that song.
Chihuahuas are just not very smart. He won't put his head down
No, he can't
because he's
figure
got
it
the
out.
coat on. Oh. There we go. Okay. Like,
He's like, all right, tip it back.
all right.
I'll play that much. I love Skinner. Especially the like some of their I don't know, deeper cut stuff like that's a kicking song. Or yeah, man, every show.
Especially in bars.
There's always somebody. If you're playing in like a little dive bar or something, somebody's gonna yell Freebird.
Mm-hmm.
We would get some other ones too sometimes. Like Freebird was real common, but we'd also get like.
Well, people loved when you did Man in the Box.
Yeah, but that was like after they come to know that we would do that one sometimes. But trying to go. For some reason I had a bunch of people would come up and ask me like, "You guys know any rehab songs? You know,
oh yeah.
You know any songs about rehab?" I'm like, yes, but we're not gonna play them. You know.
Let's hear something you wrote.
Oh God. No while since I played anything I wrote. I didn't write that.
You can play the song you wrote for me.
Oh Lord.
Have you forgot it?
No, it's kind of hard to play an acoustic guitar.
Oh, okay, well.
It's got this. Like a.
Hey, you're doing it.
I can try and play a little of it. I don't know what'll happen. Patient by the phone. I've been waiting in the morning. I've been yearning for her to get on my way. It's like a big long riffy section there. We're not gonna. That's off Intertwine's second record. It's called "Light Up My World." It's a song I wrote for her. Thank you. I appreciate it. Here, I'll find. You guys want to actually hear like the real studio version of the song?
Yeah, because it's not originally an acoustic song.
No.
But I think it sounds great acoustic though.
Well, that one was written on acoustic, I think. Sorry for the typing noises. I'm sure that's super obnoxious. There you go. That's the actual original recording of the song.
I promise the dog is not dead. He keeps he's sleeping, so he's just draped over my arm with his head hanging out.
He's a funny dog. He's funny.
Yes, can I help you?
Eric Clapton introduces his unexpected chord just as he gets to the verse in the vocal line. Layla. Are you talking about in the original recording of the song, Tony? Because I think, if I remember correctly, that's... I think that's what you're talking about. And that's a C-sharp minor. Because he's playing, the song is in D major up until that point, or I guess kind of D minor, really.
Oh, let's go get the dog one.
But yeah, then he goes... What are you doing when you get lonely? No one's waiting by your side. Yeah, I think it's C-sharp minor there. It's been a while since I played that one. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Hey, apparently you were right.
Yeah, I remember that one used to throw me for a loop when I because that was one of the Clapton was one of my first big ones where I looked like 15 and trying to break down some of those different riffs, and Layla was obviously because my dad had this DVD of Clapton on the One More Car, One More Rider tours, Reptile kind of tour or whatever, around 2005 or something. And that was I think the song that they closed that concert DVD with was Layla. Your song sounded really good. It's like there's some STP influence in there, correct? Yeah, I mean I like the Stone Temple Pilots. I don't think I specifically was trying to sometimes I specifically try to poke at something, but
I think I had kind of wanted my song to have all the things that I like in a song in it. And it did. It had some soaring vocals, but it had a breakdown at the end because I really like that too. So
one thing I do remember is that my little thing that I did specifically for her was that she loves Journey, and so in the solo for that song, I put the kind of something in the realm of that light slick where I put something like that kind of in.
I love the guitar in Lights. I love how fuzzy it sounds. I love it.
love Neil Schon. He's one of my favorites. Such a tasteful guitar player. I mean, he's really technically skilled, but he's just really tasteful. Like his big soaring melody lines, like that. To me, that's the best thing that Santana did for the world was release Neil Schon. I like Santana too.
All right, it is 10 p.m. Might be time to say our farewells. I felt like Mr. Rogers right there doing that because he always says that at the end.
I was gonna say now it's time for so long. Cora's really
We'll sing just one more song.
Cora's really in a Blues Clues right now.
We're not really gonna sing another song.
Thanks for doing your part.
You sure are smart.
You know, with me and my dog Blue. It's so funny because my youngest brother was like super into Blues Clues, but that was like 20 years ago. So.
Okay, well, it's been great spending some Quaran-Stream time with you. Perhaps we'll do it again. Checking on each other again. 2 a.m. Great Britain.
Woo!
Woohoo!
I would say I salute you, but I guess that's not very. It's kind of American, right? Like the Americans. I don't know. What's the British equivalent?
Well, I mean, I imagine since Great Britain does have some military,
Well,
I think I salute you.
I know, but like the salute
go
is probably different, you know. The way versus the way the American army. Like I'm in the army or something. Like I know anything about any of that stuff.
Okay, Sean, what's the equivalent of I salute you? Cheerio. Hats off. Don't make me make up stuff because it'll get bad.
How long have you been a Muslim? No.
Well, for about an hour and a half now.
For about the length of time that it started, when we realized that that's not how you spell that though, is it? Right? I mean, is that how you spell Quran?
I think it is.
Is it? I don't know. I was thinking maybe it was just
no U.
Yeah, no, I was thinking there was no A, so it would be like Quran. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think they spelled.
Oh man, never asked me to play Steve Vai. I am not.
It is spelled without the first A. So it's Quran.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Quran.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Well, how about this? I salute you by going. Yeah. It's rock and roll like noise pollution.
Yeah, I got it.
Coronavirus. No, fortunately, we don't have the coronavirus. I don't think we have it. We don't have any symptoms of coronavirus. I don't think so.
Who knows? Maybe we've already had it and just didn't even know.
I don't know. We did have a nasty flu-y type something earlier this year, but I don't know if that was that or just the flu or just a really bad cold.
It wasn't the flu because I didn't feel like I was dying, so. Because that's how it feels.
I felt pretty dumb. Anyway, well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I gotta stop playing guitar because Andy's in there getting mad.
Yep.
Already.
Yep.
Anytime I do the high stuff, she's like, "Nope, gotta start barking."
She doesn't like it.
Just makes recording videos for you guys super fun.
It's one of the reasons why you haven't had any new videos lately.
Yeah, it's like
between
hard.
The toddler and the dog.
Yeah, it's really hard. It took that Echo Park demo took me a long time to do because I had to stop a bunch of takes because Andy would bark.
Well, and see, normally I take Cora at least out of the house. We go to like church or something like that, and he has time to record. But now, church, so we're just all here, one big happy family.
It's getting crazy. Anyway, all right. Well, I guess that's probably it for us. I've got some work I got to do before I go to bed, and she's probably gonna go watch ER or something.
Oh, I got a puzzle to work.
Ooh, puzzles.
Quarantine stuff right there.
So, anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later, I guess.
There are things you would like to see on future live shows, you should leave that in a comment.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll come prepared. Conversations.
Just definitely don't ask me to play any kind of Steve Vai or anything because I'm not that good.
Why would anybody ask that?
Someone asked that earlier. Next time play some Steve Vai. I'm like, oh no! Don't ask me to play Steve Vai. I'm not good. I'm not that good.
You're unworthy.
All right, guys. We will catch you later.
Stay safe.